All right, it's Tuesday, February 27th. It's the Rundown brought to you by Movement Watches. You may have heard of Movement Watches. They're referred to as MVMT watches. They're called Movement Watches because it's a full-blown movement. There's over 500,000 of them worldwide now. They look good. They perform well. They look like they're going to cost $400, $500, $1,000. They start at just $95. I've got like 4 of them at this point. Metal bands, leather bands, light, white, black, every different color, every different combination. I love them all. I wear them all. And right now, if you use the code, if you go to mvmtwatches.com/rundown, you're going to get 15% off plus free shipping. So join the movement. Use the URL mvmtwatches.com/rundown, 15% off and free shipping. Paul LaDuca, with his sexy ass tan, is here.
You're looking kind of skinny, man.
Why
you
is
eating
everybody
enough?
worried about my
Are you
tan?
eating enough? I'm worried about you're looking a little skinny.
I'm working on my fitness.
You
need to do a cycle?
Big, strong man like
getting ready
me.
for the
You need to do a cycle again?
I'm getting ready for the combine.
Hey, we don't talk about that. Ken.
I'm getting ready for the combine.
He won't even look at me.
Paul and
say
I don't
something?
talk about that.
Nothing. Keep going.
Remember when we hated each other?
I actually
Like
never.
6 months.
I actually.
You didn't like Dave and I.
No, I always loved.
I was
you.
guilty by association.
I've never really liked Dave and his insecurities.
Well, that's what's good is that we can always all unite against Dave.
Right.
It's like even if you have your own personal problems, fuck Dave.
I just don't why does he put a yarmulke over his bald spot.
I've been saying it for years. He could market that, put a stool on it, and we're fucking making cash.
True.
You're
It
gonna
was
cash
about
in
the
on
money.
this
It was
part,
about
this
the
bald
business
spot.
plan, Dave, as we learned on yesterday's rundown.
Oh yeah, he's always thinking ahead, 3 steps ahead on the business. Big news this week was the Oscars. If it wasn't for the overshadowing of the mix-up with Best Picture, Gary Allen Coe from Chicago, your boy, your town, Big Cat, he would have been the talk of the town. He was about to be the belle of the ball. He was about to go on Kimmel. He was going to be the Ken Bone of the Oscars. And then it turns out, whoops, he went to jail for 22 years for attempted rape.
And but here's this whole thing though.
Huh?
Got out of jail and got himself one.
You know what? Yeah.
He's engaged.
He's back.
Did his time and is engaged.
But they pulled his appearance, and it just goes to show that when these things happen, if you have skeletons in your closet, you can't agree to like any of this shit. Like
Well-
at some point, somewhere along the line, Gary from Chicago was like, yeah, I'm gonna go on TV, and like
But
he
they
had to
didn't
know
know.
the
But
situation.
no, of course he doesn't know because he's been in jail for 22 years.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
doesn't know how the internet works and all
Right.
these things and how people go viral. You basically
He doesn't know what viral means.
He basically went back in time and took someone from like the early 90s. It's like, here, yeah, go ahead. It doesn't matter.
They didn't know they were going to be on.
No.
At some point, listen, we've been
Dude,
on
he was
television
carrying his
before, Paul.
fiance's purse, man.
At some point, you agree, you sign a waiver, whatever you want to call it. You know you're going on TV.
Dude, that guy's been in jail for 22 years. He was taking anything
That's
within his
true.
past too.
And that's
he
all-
had his fiance's purse.
The funny thing is with
I'm
the
okay with that.
Oscars, like I mean, doesn't Casey Affleck have some weird shit in his past? Roman Polanski, like he's like extradited, or we're trying to extradite him back to America.
Woody Allen, fucked his
there's-
daughter, allegedly.
So he kind of fit in with with the Hollywood scene.
It's true.
He might be more Hollywood than anybody.
Yeah, right,
Gary
right.
from Chicago is
Right,
as Hollywood
right.
as it
He's
gets.
okay. Like let's
Attempted rape.
About
there's
his-
ever a crowd.
His fiance already got him carrying the purse around.
Hey, good for her.
Right.
More
Right.
power to
You know,
her.
because she can ultimately, at any point, say, "Remember that time you tried to rape a woman?"
Yeah.
That's kind of a
Well,
trump
I mean,
card.
that's probably why she went to the Denzel card. She liked Denzel, yeah.
Like,
This is
my payback.
like the classic question. Like, do you take the 15 minutes of viral fame and then have everyone? Ken Bone was just like he looked at pregnant pictures.
yeah, that's fine.
Online.
Attempted rape. I went to jail for 22 years.
That's a
I'm
little
not trying to
tough.
have that
It's a
out there.
little
for the whole-
tough. It's a little
That's
tough.
a rough
I still
one.
like it.
Anytime the R word comes around, Danny, it's not a good look.
It's a little tough. I'll admit it's a little tough.
I'll go with you on that one.
Very viral picture today. Hilarious picture. Kellyanne Conway in the Oval Office. I don't really know what was going on. There was a bunch of black people in the room. Donald is standing there smiling ear to ear, and she's sitting on the couch, shoes off, feet tucked underneath her knees, sitting like a little girl would, like a little kid would. Black folks not happy. They don't think that she would be sitting that way if there was some white people stuff going on. I just thought it looked like a picture. It was a cuck scene, Dan. It was Donald.
I'm reformed.
Donald was
I don't
standing
say
there.
that word anymore. I'm in.
You've retired from cuck?
I said it
All
too
we
much.
found- it's
Sometimes you say a word too much, you
Not
gotta
that big of a deal.
stop.
All we found out is she likes to play cornhole.
Well, here's my problem. Is this actually is the perfect.
Who sits Indian style on the White
but
House couch?
This is the perfect summation of politics in 2017. You have the same people who are saying Nazis are in power and the world is burning. then getting upset about how someone sits on a
Yeah,
couch.
it's getting ridiculous.
If
Yeah, you're right.
you are going to get this upset about every little thing, nothing matters anymore.
I hear that. You can't be upset about everything. But I will say, that picture, when I saw it, I was like, why the fuck is she sitting that way? It jumps out at you.
It's not the thing on the couch.
But why does it have to be turned?
reaction.
Why does it have to be turned into a race thing? The thing is hold on a second. You're in the White House. Who takes off their
Shoes,
pumps?
yeah.
And then sits Indian style on a White House couch. It has nothing to do
It's
with race.
not white or black.
But-
It's that Kellyanne Conway's a fucking idiot.
No, it's not white or
she's
black.
aged.
It's that anyone who sits like that's a weirdo. That was
Yeah.
a weird way to sit. That was like a little kid.
It
You're
really
in
was.
the White House.
I don't care about
You
that.
sit properly.
Yeah, respect the office. I thought we were
I
going to
don't
respect
know.
the office.
I don't know,
Dude,
man.
let me ask you something. You're gonna go in the White House
You
and
wouldn't
just
do
start
that.
doing cartwheels and
No,
jumping jacks and shit?
but I'm not. I
And
don't
I think that's
know.
their point, is that
If I was
you
friends
would,
with the president, I'd probably shit with the door open.
I mean,
don't
Rory
know.
McIlroy had to put out a whole thing because he played golf with the guy.
But
Yeah.
that speaks more to my point. That
Yeah.
everyone freaks out about every little thing, and it basically you can't be like the big picture, the world is burning, and also be upset about this little
no, of course not.
because
I mean,
it doesn't. Then your message is completely wrong.
I showed you. I've met him before. I took a picture with him. I put the picture out. It was like I was.
You
I
took a
was-
picture with the.
with Trump, and I went to his office. I took a picture with him, and it
your
was like
Trump
I was a bigot. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa,
you
calm
can't associate
down,
with him,
people.
man. You got to know what you're getting into.
Exactly. So it comes with it. So
I
you know, if you wanna
really, it
mention
just, I mean, I've seen pornos that started that way with a zillion black dudes and a little girl sitting there like on her fucking knees. It was not a good look for Kellyanne.
I didn't go that way with.
Oh,
my
I
brain.
went that way immediately. That was my first thought. That was like blacksonblondes.com. That looked, and Donald staying there. That's why I said it was a cuck scene. He looked like he was about to literally be cucked.
She looks like she's aged at least 30 years in the last 3 weeks.
That's what happens in the White House, man.
Yeah, man. That's blogger years, presidential years. You wouldn't know anything about that. You live in your little fucking
Hollywood bubble.
Fuckboy Cali life.
No, I live with a nice
You
olive
just sit
skin.
You sit out in the sun
It's called
all day.
olive skin.
Maybe
It's
call
called
a couple-
Italian skin.
Maybe call a
Nonsense.
couple racehorses here
It's
and there.
called
and then go
rubbing
sit back by the
avocado on your
pool.
skin.
These fucking
Yeah.
guineas come in here
Yeah.
and they see, oh, look, I'm the best looking in front of all the bloggers.
do you
They don't see
think-
sunlight.
Yeah.
Of
Who
course,
do you
you're
think
fucking.
built this city?
I do like the salt and pepper in
built
your
this city?
beard.
Who built this
You
city?
built this city?
The Guineas
The
did,
Guineas.
okay?
I like
the Wops
I like
did, okay?
the salt and pepper in the beard.
Without
That's a good
papers.
Look. That's good luck. It is.
Your stash is still a good look.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
What about me?
No, you got that fucking zit on your forehead.
I know, I gotta get this. So, I've had this mole forever,
You and
and
Dick-
people have just been noticing it now.
How do people just notice it
I've had it
now?
literally forever. It's a mole, and they
yeah.
always think it's a pimple. And now I think I gotta get it removed. They're talking. Although I gotta go the other direction maybe and be like, "Fuck you."
Get
I'm
it
not getting
enhanced.
removed. Yeah, I need to get bigger.
Make it a bullseye.
Now that
Would
you
you get it
pointed it-
removed? Was it it's like
You,
200
now you need to get removed because now that you mention it, I can't fucking stop staring at it.
Fuck.
You and Beltron.
No,
Go to the
don't
same
put
doctor.
me on that level.
Well, that's got hair growing out of it.
That's disgusting.
Oh.
Don't put me on that level.
Gross.
On a level I would like to get onto, Boogie Cousins in New Orleans on Mardi Gras float, thong wrapped around his head, bottle of Hennessy in his hand, getting traded to a team playing in New Orleans right before Mardi Gras is either the best or worst thing ever. I am very excited to see DeMarcus Cousins and New Orleans play out. Because it's one of those things, it's serendipity that a dude like that ended up there. The only thing that would be better is J.R. Smith playing there.
Well, I mean, there's not much to do in Sacktown. They're two AAA towns that I actually got to play in both of them. Sacramento is not much to do.
Yeah, it seems like
Boogie
it
Cousins.
stinks.
We were on the air the other day. I told you guys as soon as Boogie
Yeah, you
Cousins
were
went
right. You
over there,
called that. You
I'm
called
like,
that.
they're gonna the whole world's gonna be on these guys, and they've gotten blown out in the
speaking of
3
which-
games.
Speaking of which, did you see your boy Scoochie on Dayton the other night? That overtime game? You said, yeah.
They beat Davidson.
Yeah, but they were -2 and they went to overtime. They ended up winning by like 10 in
Okay,
overtime. I was like,
I think they're
Paulie,
legit.
way to go.
And then Rhode Island beat VCU.
yes,
I told you Rhode Island.
Yes.
So to me,
Good to have a gambler back in this place.
and you got Anthony Davis. Yeah, Anthony Davis on that float, right?
Probably.
He's the one on the thing, and it's like, all right, dude, are we back in Kentucky, or are you guys actually going to try to win games?
I mean, that's always going to be the thing with Boogie Cousins is that until he has the wins to back up the behavior, I don't think he doesn't win because of his behavior. I think until he has the W's to back it up, he's always going to get shit like that.
Well, what my problem is, you just got traded, and like
Dude, he's
guys who
wearing a
are
piece of lingerie on his head, you
top
know that.
15 guys usually don't get traded, right? So you get traded, and it's like, okay, well, what's going on?
Red flag
here?
number one.
He's a guy who you're supposed to build a franchise around, not
100%.
trade, right? And then number 2 is all throughout the press, it's like he was a worse teammate than people thought. I have no idea if he was a bad teammate or not. I don't know. I don't care what he does on his off time. But there's also a level of just like, you're in a new place. People are starting to doubt you. That should motivate you to go to the next level, not be like, let me go and And again, if he wants to do that, that's fine. But he also can't get mad at reporters now who are going to be like, "Hey, we saw you partying. The team hasn't won with you on it. I think they're 0-4."
I mean, the clock starts ticking.
He can't have it both ways. He can't have it both ways. So when he gets mad at reporters, it's bullshit.
But the thing
you
is,
liked reporters in the media in your day.
Oh, they're great.
Respect the fucking biz, dude.
But here's the thing about the reporters.
Without reporters, you have nothing, right?
No.
There's no games.
Time out. Without the fucking fan, you have nothing.
Without the reporters,
but after that, then the journalists that come in.
So yeah, but here's the thing that you deal with. You're dealing with one journalist that actually has 30 years and actually a national publication, and then you got a kid that's 20 years old that's fucking tweeting on his iPhone, and he's asking.
Saying bloggers can't.
He's asking you the same question that somebody already asked. I'm not going to deal with a guy that is gonna, you know what I mean?
Interesting. Hey, so you're an ageist and you're a blogger hater.
Why call me an ageist?
You just said there's the one guy who's been around forever.
I'm trying
and
to
one guy who's 20 years old.
Okay,
That's
who's the question you're gonna answer? Bob Nightingale, or going to answer Joe Blow's question?
What does it matter?
But Bob already asked it a half hour earlier.
Yeah, well maybe Bob
I think
needs
most
to come up with
athletes
better
have
questions.
Most athletes have issues with media when they keep repeating questions.
How'd you do in the game tonight? Talk about the game tonight.
How'd that make you feel?
What?
Talk about that.
I do agree there's bad questions.
I never had an issue with the media.
I'm just trusting your balls anyway. I think the media.
Paul LaDuca, you never had an issue with the media.
No, I didn't. The issue that I have is the fucking guys that wouldn't answer the questions to the media, and I had to answer their questions for them.
Yes,
so to me,
and then you had the New York Post where you hate.
So you hate your teammates and the media.
That was my point. No, it was never that. I had made a comment.
I know they don't speak English.
They don't speak English.
For them. So it was
they speak English when they speak English when it's just the guys. And then when the reporters come in,
hey, what do you think about the guys?
We call that the old Rafi Palmeiro and Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, what do you think of when they use their interpreters?
Hideo was in the big leagues for 15 years, and he had
all of a sudden they can't speak English.
Yeah, but
what do you think about those interpreters when you know they speak English and they trot them out there? Why don't you say you're Italian and you bring out an interpreter?
Listen, when they bring the interpreter out, there's some part of it where you have to communicate where they can't communicate. Do they know ball, strike, fastball? Yes. I mean, at some point, the baseball language is all relative. It's universal.
That's beautiful, Paul.
So, to me, the interpreters, yeah, if I was those guys too, I would do the same exact thing. No habla inglés.
What's with your fingernails?
What?
You got a little coke nail here. See that little pinky?
What about those calluses? We need to work on your hands, man.
I
You gotta get a
lift.
manicure.
Actually,
you lift, bro.
Yeah.
What have you been
go to the
doing?
gym.
No, seriously, what are you doing? You're in good shape.
Well, actually, I was CrossFitting for a little while,
Nice.
and then
I used to CrossFit. I don't know if you know that.
and then did some insanity on
The
that.
fact that you used to be a CrossFit guy is wild.
Hey, once a CrossFit guy, always a CrossFit guy.
No, fuck
I'm just
that.
in retirement.
CrossFit
right now.
is dying
I'll be
to keep
back.
that quiet.
I'll be back.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be back. You see this? You see this frame? Things could be done with this frame
Tell you
if
what,
I just
that
take a
Nike-
little shape and little care of myself.
The Nike
I'll be
jacket's
back.
looking nice.
I'll be
man.
back.
We're going to talk about Dwight Howard taking his shirt off, but a
Looking
shirt
like-
that I
looking
don't
like Jody
take off,
Davis
Paul,
back in the day.
is Untuckit. Untuckit shirts, high quality shirts that you don't have to worry about how they get tucked in or how they fall. It's just the perfect length, the perfect cut, so that you can be casual but look good. You don't have to look like a dad tucking your shirt into your jeans, but you don't have to worry about looking like a slob because it's too long. It's the perfect length, it's the perfect cut. It's Untuckit. Right now, use the promo code Barstool. You get 20% off all your purchases, so go to untuckit.com. Dan's got like 1,000 of them.
Oh, the Untuckit's the best. And they got sweatshirts, vests. They got everything.
Very good.
Big vest
Polos.
guy. He's a big vest guy.
Huge vest.
You're a vest guy?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's called personality season. When you're fat, it's like you get to that point. It's like, can I go to the gym or I'll just put on a vest?
So the vest sort of slims you down a little bit?
It just covers up a lot of things.
It's also an easy thing to blame. I was wearing a vest.
Right.
You know, it's puffy.
This is a big
it's-
guy.
It wasn't me. It was the vest.
Intimidating.
It's like a safety.
Alpha shit. You wouldn't know about
That
that.
mole's starting to bug the fuck out of me.
But it's been bugging everybody apparently, man. I'm gonna have to go get it removed like tomorrow.
Just come over to my house in Long Island. We'll remove it tonight.
All right, tough guy. All right, Dwight
Some
Howard.
Aquanet-
Speaking of
Aquanet
fake
and
tough
lighter.
guys, speaking of fake tough guys, Dwight Howard, the fakest tough one in the league, mixed it up with Al Horford last night against the Celtics. Pushed him after a little scuffle, ends up getting ejected on the way out. Takes off his jersey. There's this little girl, Celtics fan, all amped up to get it, jumping up and down. He kind of holds it out to her and then whoop, pulls it away, gives it to a Hawks fan. I have no problem with this. He's on the fucking Hawks. There was a Hawks fan and a Celtics fan. I don't care if she's a little girl. I don't like Dwight Howard, but I got to back him here. Fuck that girl. But he doesn't owe shit to that girl. She's a Celtics fan.
I actually have to back him there because he really never made eye contact with the girl.
Yeah, it wasn't like a blatant.
It wasn't blatant, yeah, but he's just.
All right,
he
so
sucks. He's a dick,
the jersey thing, I don't give a fuck about. The push, That was so
Dwight
quintessential
Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
If you saw, he pushed him,
After
and
the
he's
break.
already walking the other direction. Pushes him, walks like 20 feet, then turns around and
What?
well,
Say
the
something.
scrum's already started, and he's like, "What? What are you gonna do?" It's just so Dwight Howard. Just fucking. If you're gonna push someone, stand there and have
Fight.
a
Yeah.
push off.
Right.
But Dwight Howard, yeah,
He is going to go down as the worst waste of talent in a long time.
He's the
fucking-
biggest guy in the NBA.
He would have been
crazy,
awesome.
man. Those years in Orlando when Stan Van put 4 shooters around him, they were so
Awesome.
awesome, and
He
it's
sucks.
just nothing.
That's another thing that Boogie Cousins needs to be like, I don't want to be the next Dwight Howard. I'm going to fucking make it happen.
Right.
More motivation. for
Yeah,
that guy.
but you can't make. It's all talk. If Dwight Howard gets a mosquito bite, he goes on the DL.
Yep.
Give me a break.
Baseball
Last
players
up,
wouldn't do that.
final little bit of Oscars talk. Leo DiCaprio apparently had his eyebrow stylist.
That's a power move.
I didn't even know this was a thing. An eyebrow
I need
stylist
that.
flown in 7,500
that?
miles. You need a whole
Big
team.
eyebrows.
You need a whole
But
team
you know
on
what,
your
though?
eyebrows.
In the Roman Empire, the bigger the eyebrow, the stronger the man.
That is
what-
true.
yeah, that
All
was-
like
that was
those
a-
Caesars used to have.
threading. Threading's
Right.
pretty good. It's
So,
not popular now.
I'm a throwback to the ages of when men were men and when power meant something.
Problem is we live
Yes,
in
you're
modern times and
intimidated
you just
when I
have
said
giant
that.
eyebrows.
Listen, I'm mesmerized by your mustache. That's all that means matter. But,
Dude, but look at it this way. He has 3 mustaches on his face.
yeah.
but you know what? You
Zooming in
don't
on
have
me.
the unibrow is up. Yeah, it's good.
I don't have a
Ah,
fucking
the
unibrow. Get the
unibrow.
fuck out of
No,
here.
he doesn't.
I don't have a unibrow.
No, it's well done. But I tell you
don't
what, if
have
you're flying in,
unibrow.
you're flying in somebody to thread your eyebrows. I mean, what's it cost?
So here's my thing. I did not think Leo was this type of dude. Like first of all, he
Leo,
looks like
dude.
me. Like his
He's
body's
Leo.
gross. He doesn't seem like a well-manicured dude. He's the king of
Hold up.
The words
You
came out of your
just
mouth that you said that Leo looks like you.
Leo looks
I
like you.
never
That
said
is
we're
a-
skinny fat.
Leo
we're
looks
we're
like
all
you.
gross.
Wait a second.
We're all gross.
Kevin, I thought we actually were in a good flow there. All of us kind of busting balls. We all traded,
Dude,
one of
my
our
point
weaknesses.
is-
Paulie's a
when
little,
he
he's a
pops
little
the top
shrimp boy.
off-
You got your mole, I got my eyebrows, and then you throw that out there.
When he pops the top off, he's dowey and mushy.
Wait a second. Time
And he
out,
wears the
bro.
cargo shorts.
Wait,
He's
have
not
you
like
seen
he's
Leo?
not a very prissy dude. I would never imagine Leo to be a guy flying someone around the world to get his eyebrows manicured.
It's Leo DiCaprio, bro.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He seems
That's
like a
also,
laid-back dude.
here's what you don't
For
understand,
how-
Kevin.
One
for-
woman under 25 that he's not on the bucket list.
That doesn't mean that he's going to
Kevin,
be a
what
prissy
you don't
like
understand,
metro guy.
But what you don't understand is there's like a certain level of Leo looking messy that takes work
To get there.
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
he comes and has someone make, like the stylist, like, Leo, what do
know,
you
you know
want?
the
He's
power
like,
move
I
that
want
is?
the.
It
I've
is
been on
a
a 2-week bender.
It
Fucking
is a
shit.
power
You know
move,
what?
but
Here's
to
my
fly
re-
someone. Do you know how far 7,500 miles is? Like halfway around the fucking world.
The power move
eyebrow.
about it is
Good eyebrow
here's my just all over the place beard, because his beard's all over the place. But you know what?
It's
I'm
on-
finding somebody to show
wait,
you my
hold on.
eyebrows are legit.
Hold
bro.
on, did he?
It's a paying
I
attention
think
to
it all
detail.
He
goes in the
flew him
same
in
boat.
on a
What
private
do you mean
jet
it goes
plane?
all in the same boat? He wouldn't.
Like, if you're gonna have the scruffy beard and be out of shape and wear the cargo shorts, you
No,
can't be the
bro.
manicured eyebrow guy.
so what? If the girl's cleaning it up down there, you got to clean it up too,
we're
man.
talking about eyebrows. I'm sure his pubes
said
are
it's
fucking
all the
legit.
same. You said it's all
I'm
the
saying
same.
your whole appearance.
definitely
is you're
shaves
either
his
that
lost me
guy
at
or you're
saying-
not.
Of course he shaves his pubes.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like he goes bald probably.
That's a power move too.
Yeah.
I would
Porn
definitely.
star
I mean,
move.
when someone's down, you know how much action his dick is getting. It's got to definitely be well manicured.
Uh,
I'm saying the rest of him
but
is
you're-
like a scruffy, like scrubby look,
said
and all of a
he's-
sudden he's gonna be perfect
Did-
eyebrows. It just doesn't
Wait,
jive.
Kevin, did he fly this chick or guy? Chick, I assume.
I don't know.
I actually could see it being a
private
dude.
plane.
I would imagine.
I would imagine.
I don't think you
Fucking
can.
Leo, this guy. He's
Hop
like
on
the
a
number
plane.
one environmentalist.
See, I don't. Yeah, what's that?
He's flying his
that.
eyebrow chick
Bullshit.
up across the world. Get
That's
out of here, man.
unbelievable.
That's
Fuck that.
awesome.
That's absurd.
I like it as a power move. I'm just saying it doesn't fit the rest of his character. His
My
persona.
thing is, if it's a chick, I'm saying she did more than the eyebrows.
Well, definitely.
What do we got for the after show?
Do we got Paulie? Paulie's
It's
in
good to
town
have
all
you
week.
back, man.
He's in town all week.
It's good to have you back.
I appreciate
we
it.
Missed
Till
you.
Thursday.
We missed you for real. Like Paul LaDuca and Barstool has always been a match made in heaven, and
Radio today we had LaDuca wound
yes,
up, man.
I love
He
it. There's
arguing
no-
against
that's
himself,
no-
bringing up
everyone
points that
loves
don't make
it.
any sense. It
Everyone
was
loves
great.
it.
You know
How? By the way, have you had the conversation with Dave? We were so right with Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
So right. I
That's
think
a
there's
shame
actually
he
a
ducked
quote
out
out
on
there
this.
that we have to find.
It's a shame he
where you
ducked out.
basically were like, he'll fall off a cliff, and then you guys will hang out.
Oh, give me a break. The only reason you're sticking up for him, you don't have your friggin' your wiffle ball bat to keep you friggin' company there to actually agree with your argument here because you have an MCT Man Crush Tuesday on Johnny Manziel. The guy was not good last night. You and Tim Tebow will be having beers with Johnny Manziel in about a year and a half, bro.
And like that's exactly what
happened.
Tomorrow, when you're gonna be on the rundown again, you have to make sure you bring that up.
Well,
Yeah, we'll find the clip.
If I had my old phone, I still have the text message. I mean, I watched Dave, like fanboy Johnny Manziel for a good six months, like trying to text him, trying to meet up with the guy, and I kept trying to tell him the guy's a bum.
Right.
And he's gonna be.
He just
a bum.
doesn't know he's a bum yet.
He doesn't know he's a bum yet.
Speaking of your phone, dude, you lose your phone more often than any human, or that's what you tell me at
I
least.
dropped it in 2 porta potties.
In like 6 months.
Yeah, Phoenix Open, not a good environment.
I always
to
get
carry
emails
your
from him,
phone.
yo, lost my phone.
Have you been to
Don't
the
have your
Phoenix
number.
Open yet?
No, but I mean, you dropped it in a porta potty?
Yeah, I dropped it in a porta
Dude,
potty.
when I get
and there's
anywhere
just no way
near
you're
porta
going down
potty,
it.
I'm holding on
Clutching
to
everything.
for dear life. That's awful.
Yeah, so, well, you know, alcohol induced, when it goes in the porta potty, you're just not going in the porta potty.
no.
Okay, you drop it in the toilet, you're going in there to get it. But the porta potty, I'm like
way.
literally, I put my hand halfway down and went, ooh, no, not at all.
I could drop my
And it was sitting right there.
I could drop Shay Clancy in a porta potty. I'd be like, you're on your own, babe. I'm not going in there. Figure it out. That's in
disgusting.
God's hands now.
By the way, you're having
Another one, yeah.
You didn't name him City?
There's been a lot of talk about the name Meadow from Meadowlands or Madison from Madison Square Garden.
What
I'm
about
not gonna be
Carmelo,
doing that.
like Mello?
Oh yeah, that's the person. I
Ooh,
want to name.
Mellow, yeah.
What about Paul?
I'll have a new baby, the eternal loser.
What do we got?
Dolan. I'll
What do we
name
got
Dolan
coming up on the
Clancy.
racetracks?
Paul
I think I'm
Clancy?
going to the Arkansas Derby.
Are you really?
Yeah, you can be there.
Yeah, I'll be at Florida Derby.
What? No, yeah, it's like a month
Florida
before.
Derby's
Oh,
in April, yeah.
okay, you're gonna go to Florida Derby instead.
I think so.
All right, nice.
But you're going to Arkansas Derby?
I
You ever
think
been to
so.
Oklahoma?
I have not. I've wanted
Pretty
to
cool
go.
place.
I know.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
What else we got coming up? We're getting once the racetracks get going.
Robbie-
Dave made me
Robbie
bet on a
Fox.
bet the other day.
By the way, so we got this sort of bet going.
yeah, it's,
I like it.
How
No,
long,
wait,
Robbie?
no, you gotta say it. Say it the worst way possible. See if you're in. We have an 18-year-old and he's not coming, so that we can talk about it.
So we had a debate on Barstool the other day on radio about more or less how long you could go without coming. Caleb said he has a doctor friend who was like, if you go for like 30 days, you'll just come. Like, it'll just come out of you.
Wait, Caleb has
A doctor friend,
Okay, that's-
supposedly.
I don't know any doctors.
And his cousin. And so we have Robbie here. We
okay,
use
that
as our
makes
guinea pig. We said you have to just not, no sex, no nothing until you just come. And we're keeping a watch on Robbie. It's the Robbie Fox come watch. And we're on like day 14, 13.
Robbie meet Paul.
He's 18
Robbie.
years old, Paul. He hasn't come in 13
Haven't
days.
come in 13 days.
How you feel?
Terrible.
Do you know what's? I'm gonna say something that's gonna probably be a little weird, but every time you come up here on the rundown, I just like
I
do
feel
the
weird
math
to
in my
shake his
head.
hand because if he's
Yeah,
cheated,
right.
There it is.
Yeah.
Look,
But I do it in my and I do like a quick math in my head, and I'm like, okay, so Robbie is now like 65% cum. Like his
Yeah.
whole body
I
is
actually-
just instead of blood, it's just cum.
My fear is that he's going to come on the rundown, like right by our
But
face. You're just going to come.
What was the daily intake before you stopped? Like, what was the daily?
He was an 18-year-old
Probably
kid.
daily, yeah.
Non-stop. It was definitely daily.
Yeah.
Was it? The question is, was it
Probably
3
daily.
times a day?
So who's gonna last longer, him or Riggs off the alcohol?
Ooh, that's a great.
Riggs, for sure.
Riggs is so
I mean,
dumb to do
crazy.
it this time of year. I was saying,
I mean,
to him, you
I
got to
think
do
he
if
should
you're
start
gonna do
drinking
it.
with that hairdo.
If you're gonna
Yeah,
do
this
it,
was a
do
tough-
it January 1st.
Today was a very tough day to be sober when the whole internet's like, you're disgusting.
Yeah, throw that Riggs picture up there. That was a bad one. That was, like I said, I'm the king
So wait,
of bad
I think you're
pictures
both
of
about like
Barstool.
13 days in, sort of around the same.
But he's going 40 days. I mean, there's
You're not gonna
0%
go
chance
40.
that I go 40 days. I probably got another week in me at max.
Until you just naturally come or just give in.
No, I won't give in because I'm at the point, like I said yesterday.
He wants
I
to
have
just
to
see
see
it,
how long
see it
goes.
through. You're a brave man,
All
Robbie
we need
Fox.
to do. Wait, hold on. It's 13 days. If I can come back in 10 days, we can couple lap dances. We'll get him.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Ooh,
we
we
could definitely.
should. We should do
yeah,
that.
we
That'll
could
be
fuck
instant,
with you
yeah.
for sure.
Page Views has been just texting me porn.
That's awesome.
3 in the morning, I'll
That's
get a text,
awesome.
wakes me
That's
up. It's like
solid
a
move
gift.
by Pages.
Hardcore
That's solid
porn.
That's
move by
savvy.
Pages.
Yeah.
Poor Robbie.
And you're open. And you're like, you open it up. You taking a peek?
I mean, yeah.
Do you even get anything?
It's like
You don't even get anything, do you? You write a book about it. People be like,
Yeah,
The,
Like-
the
like
boy
get anything
wonder
to-
who
for
didn't
that
come
more.
for 30 days.
Yeah, no.
The 18-year-old didn't
The
come
boy
for
who
30
didn't
days.
come.
Seriously.
That sounds like a Matt Christopher book.
This
The
is
boy
like-
who didn't come.
Get
Yeah,
adapted
I mean,
into a movie.
it's like a stupid thing, but it's notable.
Disney's
it's like
buying
someone
the
walking
rights
across
right
America.
fucking now. The
yeah.
boy who
Right.
didn't come, starring Robbie Fox. He's
Good
gonna play
story.
himself.
It's inspirational.
It really is. All right. Day
What is
14.
your, has there been any update with your mom watches every rundown?
Oh, she knows. She's well aware.
That's
Jesus.
gotta
I
be
didn't
the
know
hardest
that. I don't
part.
want to
So
think about
she's
that.
just like, hey.
She might be happy though.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think she
it's,
is,
it's,
Paul.
It's
I don't
kind
think
of
she
a,
is.
It's
What
kind
do
of
you
a
mean?
don't ask, don't
I
tell.
don't
We don't
think
talk
your
about
mom's
it.
happy when you go on
Well, I mean,
national
how much
internet
longer
radio
is it
and
home?
talk about
How
how
much
when you
longer you
come.
got? How much longer you got?
Until he
We're
comes.
thinking-
It could be
we're
a million
thinking
days.
until I
Okay,
come.
so at least his mom knows he's disease-free till he comes.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it
you
that
go.
way.
It's
All right,
Nice
I mean
spin
that
zone.
is the
That's a good spin zone.
the tiniest
spin
sliver
zone.
of
No,
silver lining
that's
I've ever
spin
seen in my
zone.
life.
I like
Spin
To having your son just go out there and talk about whether or not he comes every day.
Yeah.
Not what every mom dreams of.
Okay, I bet your mom would rather know that you don't come every day than tell her, hey mom, I jacked off 7 times today.
Well, let's get Robbie's mom on the show.
Skype her
We're
in?
gonna leave her off.
Okay, yeah,
we'll
we're
pass
gonna stop
on
that
that.
now.
We'll leave her off.
I agree with you, Robbie. There. All
All
right,
right, Robbie, we'll see you tomorrow,
All right,
day
yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Paulie, good to have you back.
Thank you, I appreciate
It's
it.
all right. It's all right to have you back.
No,